Good morning, friends. Welcome back to the class. I hope you all are safe and healthy too. Today, in this session 4, we are going to understand the concept of domain and range. Since it is a complex topic, I am dividing this entire concept into two sessions, that is, session 4 today and session 5 in the next one. In session 4, we are going to deal with specially rational functions, and in session 5 we'll discuss the modulus function and greatest integer function. So these are the only three major type of sums we are having in our syllabus. So that is why I have covered this rational functions in session 4, and will take modulus and greatest integer function in session 5. Now let's try to understand what is meant by domain and what is meant by range in simple and straightforward language. Let us say any equation in the form of any expression in the form of y is equal to something in terms of x, y is expressible in terms of x. Let us say I am talking about the x square plus 3. It is simple a quadratic polynomial. The degree of this expression is 2. It's called a quadratic equation where y is expressible in terms of x, and where x is called independent variable and y is called dependent variable. It's most important while dealing with domain and range. X is called independent variable and y is called dependent variable. Why it is dependent? Whatever the value of x you are substituting, based on that only you are going to get the value of y. Hence y is called dependent, x is called independent variable. And if you see domain, right? So domain means we are talking about the value of x. If the expression is expressible in terms of y in terms of x, means here y is the subject. Okay. Now if you are to start just finding the possible values of x where this equation is valid or holds true, that possible values of x is called domain. Okay, similarly the possible values of y according to the value of x, what are the possible values of y it can assume or it can obtain, is called range. It's so simple. Now we'll try to understand more, right, with this example. See, what are the values of x you can substitute in this equation where the function is valid. Valid means where the function is defined, where the equation is defined. So if you take any value, negative, positive, decimal value, for every value of x, you are going to get the value of y. None of the value of x fails the entire equation, right? Hence, every value of x satisfying the equation means you can take positive value plus 1, let us say. So for plus 1, 1 square plus 3 will give 4. If you take minus 1, you will get minus 1 square plus 3, 4. Means for negative also, for positive also, for even when you put 0, 0 square plus 3, it's 3. It means for negative, positive, 0, under root value, irrational, irrational, whatever the value of the x you are substituting, for every value of x, it's satisfying. Hence, the domain of this equation is called real number. For every real number, this function is valid. So therefore, what I am saying here, x may be any real number, therefore domain will be any real number. It's so simple. It just by intuition also you can speak. Sometimes we need a little bit calculation, and there many a times we can directly interpret the value of x without giving any examples, without showing that we see when I'm putting 0, when I'm putting 1, when I'm putting 2, minus 1, minus 2, I'm getting value. So it is, you know, domain is real numbers. No need to explain in that way. Theoretically, you can directly write the domain of the function. But when you come to the range, again see the nature of the function. See, here we are having x square. So because of square, whatever the value you are substituting, this become positive. Though it is minus 1, but minus 1 square will be plus 1. Though it is minus 2 square will be plus 4. In this manner, whatever the value of the x you are substituting, it becomes positive. Hence, positive plus 3 will give positive only. Okay, so whatever the value of x you are substituting, the value of y is always gives what? Positive. So hence, whatever the value of y you are getting, that is what? Positive. So hence, a value of y is greater than or equal to 0 for every x belongs to R. For every x belongs to R, कोई भी रियल नंबर आप लेते हैं, y की वैल्यू तो पॉजिटिव ही है. But apart from that, just think some more in detail कि और क्या क्या हो सकता है, कि और इसका अगर वैल्यू ऑफ y में चेंजेस आ सकता है. Again observe the nature of the function. Let us say यहाँ अगर हम देखते हैं x की वैल्यू 0 भी होता, अगर आप x की वैल्यू 0 रखते हैं तो y की वैल्यू क्या होगा? 3 होगा. 0 के अलावा आप कोई भी वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करिए, 1, -1, 2, -2, कोई भी वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करो, उसकी वैल्यू 3 से ग्रेटर ही होगा. रीजन इज, ये 0 अगर होगा तो y की वैल्यू 3 अप्रोच हो रहा है. अगर यहां मैंने 1 सब्स्टिट्यूट किया तो y की वैल्यू 4 होगा. -1 सब्स्टिट्यूट करूंगा तो भी y की वैल्यू 4 हो रहा है. -2 सब्स्टिट्यूट करूंगा तो 4 + 3 7 होगा. मींस y की वैल्यू भले ही वो पॉजिटिव है, though it is a positive, but the value of y starts from 3. Hence, instead of saying y is positive, we can say y value of y is greater than 3, greater than or equal to 3. So this is what the expectation of value of y, right? तो यहाँ थोड़ा सा आपको लग रहा है सर ये जो वैल्यू ऑफ y को गेस करना थोड़ा मुश्किल है, तो इसीलिए रेंज फाइंड आउट करने के लिए एक टेक्निक डेवलप की गई है. डोमेन के लिए तो आपको सिर्फ नेचुरली सोचना है एंड इंट्यूशन के थ्रू आपको बताना है कि व्हाट आर द पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ x. बट टू फाइंड द रेंज दैट इज पॉसिबल वैल्यू ऑफ y, we can express this equation as x in terms of y, and there you will directly get the range. That is the methodology which is introduced to make the simplification process easy. So first let's try to understand how to get the range directly. Say for range only I am talking about. So what we'll do first, we'll take the equation as it is, y is equal to x square plus 3, and then we will solve for x. So ultimately what you will say, y minus 3 is equal to x square, and x square equal to y minus 3, which also implies x is equal to under root of y minus 3 plus or minus. When you convert the square into under root, you will definitely take plus or minus only. Fine. Now see here, x may be any real number, as you said, that is a domain, right? It may be plus, it may be minus. That is what the possible values of x, that is we called as domain. That part is over. Now we are talking about the what are the possible values of y where the function is defined. So here You can see under root value is never negative. It means that to define this function, y minus 3 must be greater than or equal to 0. Then only this under root value is valid. So it implies that y is greater than or equal to 3. So directly we are getting the values of y. So this is a proper way, a general way to find the possible values of y. Simply check the function and solve for x, and thereafter think about according to the value of x, what are the possible values of y. According to the value of x, what are the possible values of y. Since this function is in an under root value never be negative, hence y minus 3 must be greater than or equal to 0. It means y must be greater than or equal to 3. Therefore, in interval form, I can write y is belongs to 3 to infinity. What is a y? Is the value of y is belongs to which range? 3, say 3 is included and more than 3. This can be written in this interval form like 3 to infinity. And possible values of y is called range. So simply you can write the range of the function is equal to 3 to infinity. So domain is any real number, the range is 3 to infinity. So this is a general equation where I have taken the quadratic equation. You may deal with linear, quadratic, cubic, rational, irrational, n number of functions we are having. But in our syllabus, basically we are dealing with like quadratic, linear, quadratic, and rational function mostly. So that is why I am taking the rational functions more in discussion over here. Okay, let's see. Now I am taking the question from the worksheet which I have shared with you. So I am taking the question directly from the worksheet. The first question I am taking, the function f of x is equal to 1 by x. Find, in every question we are going to find domain and range both. Now if you see, the function is given like f of x is equal to 1 by x. For sake of convenience, you may write this f of x as y. So therefore, I can also write the given function as y is equal to 1 by x. So from here, now I am guessing the possible values of x. It's so simple to understand. Just imagine if x is 0, 1 by 0 is not defined, means x cannot be 0, and for rest of the values the function is defined. So what we are saying, x belongs to any real number, x belongs to any real number except 0. It cannot be 0. Hence, from real number set, I am eliminating those elements where the function is not defined. So hence, what is the domain of this function? You can write, therefore, domain of the function f of x is every real number except 0. First part is done. Half part is done. Now, based on this, we are going to find the possible values of y. How can we guess the possible values of y? That is range. What I have said, to find the range, what we will do, we'll solve for x. For range, what we'll do first, we'll solve for x. So that is what I am going to do first. So y is equal to 1 by x. Then do the cross multiplication. So x into y is equal to 1. Hence x is equal to 1 by 1. यानी कि हम हमें x को सब्जेक्ट बनाना है, यानी x is equal to something में एक्सप्रेस करना है, या x इसको बोलते हैं x in terms of y में एक्सप्रेस करना है। ये किसके लिए करना है? जस्ट फॉर द रेंज पर्पस। बाकी डोमेन के लिए जो भी फंक्शन होगा एज इट इज कैरी होगा without changing anything in that, right? For range you can simplify the equation to get the x in terms of y, and then think about the possible values of y according to the value of x. So x cannot be 0 as we have already defined here. X may be any real number except 0. Domain part is over. For range we are talking about. Here again you can see y may be any real number but it cannot be 0 since it is in denominator. So denominator cannot be 0 in a function, so y cannot be equal to 0 but y may be any real number. So same way you are dealing here. So here we are writing y may be any real number except 0. Therefore, the range of this function is any real number except 0. So you got the range means the possible values of y. You got the domain means possible values of x. Only two variables will be involved in an equation. So wherever we are talking about possible values of x, we are talking about domain. Wherever we are talking about the range means we are talking about the possible values of y. Clear? So basically x जो होता है, अगर हम रे डायग्राम की बात करें, इसमें x means the elements which are in the first set, y means element which are in the second set. So basically इसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, जो इस फंक्शन में सेट कर रहे हैं, ये जो भी हम लिख रहे हैं डोमेन है, और पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ y जो इस फंक्शन से रिलेटेड है, right, under the function f of x is called range. Already we were discussing in this pictorial representation, जिसी को हमने डायरेक्टली क्या कर दिया, डोमेन रेंज को डायरेक्टली डिस्कस कर रहे। रीजन, इस मेथड हम क्यों बार बार इंट्रोड्यूस करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, रीजन इज इफ इट इज अ रोस्टर फॉर्म, अगर ये ऑर्डर्ड पेस आपको रोस्टर फॉर्म में दिया होगा, या इट इज इन दी pictorial form or ray diagram form, you can directly picking the first element as a domain, set of second element as range. It's so simple to understand and so simple to get the answers. But if it is given as a function form, means set builder form of the function basically. So its set builder form it is not so easy to guess. You need some intuition to the function. You need some methodology to find the range. That is why this topic becomes little bit difficult for some students. Okay, let's have a discussion on the some more question. I have to take here 4 to 5 sums to understand the domain and range, where the different calculations are involved. So first question is clear. Now I am moving to the next one. Question number, I am taking 4. Question number 4. The function is given like x minus 4 minus x upon x minus 4. Now see, again directly here, instead of f of x, you can write it as y, so that you can simply speak about value of x and value of y. So f of x can also be written as y. So y is equal to 4 minus x upon x minus 4. Now think about the possible values of x. Sir, how to think? Always, if it is in denominator, that is a rational function p by q form, q cannot be equal to 0. In that sense, you need to speak about x. So what we are saying, x minus 4 cannot be equal to 0, which implies that x cannot be equal to 4, means x cannot be 4 means you are saying x may be any real number except 4. So therefore x is any real number, belongs to any real number except what? 4. Therefore domain of the function f of x is any real number except 4. So your domain function is over. Now coming to the range part. For range, range means we are talking about the possible values of y. क्या y की वैल्यू होना चाहिए जब x 4 के अलावा कोई भी वैल्यू आप सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे? What are the possible values of y? For that, what we are taking first, we'll take the function y is equal to what? 4 minus x upon x minus 4. See, I have told you in the previous question, that in the last question, that you can solve for x, right? But sometimes, by using some tricks, you are directly get into the value of y. It is only for range I am talking about. Ki sometimes you need to solve for x and then go for possible values of y. But in some cases, some tricks can be used because the functions are framed in such a manner. Just look at this function. What is the logic behind this function? If you simply modify this function just by taking minus common from numerator, you can write it as x minus 4 by writing x minus 4. Now, if we get cancelled, so you can write y equal to minus 1. So directly you are getting the possible values of y. What are the possible values of y? Minus 1. Nothing to simplify further. Directly you are approaching the value of y. Therefore, you can directly speak about the range. So range of the function is minus 1. And you may also realize जो range हम बात कर रहे हैं possible values of y, इस तरीके से मैंने simplify किया. ये कभी कभी कुछ questions में ये trick apply होता है. Everywhere it won't work. Okay? Now see, if you substitute to check कि ये जो हमने range बताई, ये जो हमने value of y बताया, क्या वो सही है या गलत है, उसके लिए आप x4 के अलावा कोई भी value substitute कर check कर सकते हैं. Let us say for 5 substitute करते. 4 minus 5 minus 1, 5 minus 4 1. So minus 1 by 1 minus 1. So whatever the value of x you are substituting except 4, you are always getting minus 1 only. That is value of y. That is value of y. But we have developed some method to find the range. That is the intuition to taking this question. So sometimes we need a methodology to find the range, and sometimes trickily you can obtain the possible values of y depending on the nature of the function given to you. So this is the domain and this is the range of the function. Now take the one more question, that is question number 5. Question number 5 I am taking. F of x is equal to x square minus 9 by x minus 3. See, the important thing is, while defining the domain, you no need to simplify the function. Remember, if you simplify the function, you may lose the nature of the function. That's why while dealing with the domain, don't simplify the expression, though it is stimulating to do the same. Now see, now what we do first, we'll take instead of f of x, it can be written as y. That's why I'm taking y equal to x square minus 9 by x minus 3. As simple आपको सोचना क्या है, denominator. Think about denominator only, because numerator से कोई लेन देन नहीं. अगर ये zero भी हो जाता तो कोई problem नहीं. Only denominator should not be equal to 0 in the rational function. Only that is the condition. So what we do here, x minus 3 cannot be equal to 0, hence x cannot be equal to 3. So what does it mean? Therefore x is any real number except 3. So therefore, what is the domain of the function? Domain of the function is any real number except 3. So in short, domain of the function को हम कभी कभी ऐसा भी लिखते हैं d of f. तो मीनिंग वही हुआ, short form. Domain of f is any real number except 3. Your answer. Sometimes people are writing the complete spelling and sometimes people are expressing it short. And then coming for the range. What are the possible values of y? That is we called as possible values of means range. For that what we'll do first, we'll take the function as it is. Y is equal to x square minus 9 by x minus 3. Again, it's trickily this function is framed. So if possible, simplify the function and directly guess the value of y. Okay. So if you see this question here, this can be factorized by using a square minus b square identity. Since 9 can written as 3 square, so now it can be simplified like x plus 3 into x minus 3, a plus b into a minus b identity, and it is get cancelled. So now the function is simplified. आप check कर सकते हो, अब function बहुत ही simple हो गया. Now you know whatever the value of x, the least value of x is 0 here, और बाकी positive जाओगे तो चलता रहेगा, right? So now you can see here the value of y is either 3 or greater than 3. Directly intuition से आप बता सकते हो. यहां आप देख सकते हैं x is not equal to 3. x की वैल्यू 3 नहीं हो सकता, बट x की कोई भी वैल्यू आप सब्स्टिट्यूट करेंगे, y की वैल्यू कोई भी रियल नंबर आ सकता है. ये पॉजिटिव हो सकता है, नेगेटिव हो सकता है, राइट? उसमें 3 ऐड हो जाएगा. यानी कि आप चेक कर सकते हैं कि y is any real number, y is any real number एक्सेप्ट क्या नहीं हो सकता. अब उसके लिए आपको दोबारा थोड़ा सा मैंने कहा कि जब भी आप y की वैल्यू बोलते हैं तो डेफिनेटली डोमेन को इग्नोर नहीं करना. डोमेन के बगैर कभी रेंज कंप्लीट नहीं होता है. सो व्हाट आर द पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ x? क्या नहीं हो सकता? 3 नहीं हो सकता बिकॉज फंक्शन डिफाइन नहीं होगा. सो हेंस व्हाट वी आर टेकिंग, अगर x 3 नहीं होगा यानी कि 3 प्लस 3, y की वैल्यू कभी 6 अप्रोच नहीं करेगा. यहां बोलोगे, यहां एक बार x को दोबारा याद कर रहे हैं. सिंस x is not equal to 3, right, y cannot be equal to 6. जब x 3 नहीं हो सकता मतलब 3 सब्स्टिट्यूट नहीं कर सकते हैं, इसका मतलब है 3 प्लस 3 यानी 6, y की वैल्यू 6 कभी नहीं हो सकता. Means that y is any real number except 6. So simply you got the range of the function here. Range of the function f of x is any real number except 6. So while solving the range, we are having several ways to deal with. Sometimes we are solving for x and then we are finding the possible values of y. Sometimes we, if possible, we are simplifying the given expression to get the value of y. But while stating the range, again, always remember the range is completely depend on the domain. Hence, whatever the domain you are stating, based on that only the possible values of y can be determined. So if x cannot be 3, so y cannot be 6. Hence, y may be any real number except 6. Therefore, the range of this function is any real number except 6. Now it is done. So next, take the next one. Now I am taking the question number 7. Something interesting and you will learn something from here. Just see, the function is given as 3 upon 2 minus x square. Now first we'll find the domain. Again, since it is a rational function p by q form, q cannot be equal to 0. In that sense, first I will write the function in terms of y as in terms of x. So y upon 3 minus 2x square, and we know that 2 minus x square, yeah, is a big, yeah, directly लिख रहे हम लोग for domain. ऐसा हेडिंग बना लीजिए और थोड़ा इजी लगेगा आपको. We are talking about domain. What we are saying here, denominator cannot be zero. From that concept, you have to start like this whenever the rational functions are coming to you. And hence, it means that x square cannot be equal to 2. Right? Which implies that x cannot be equal to plus minus under root 2, just like square from the root may convert here. It means that x may be any real number, but it cannot be approached plus root 2 and minus root 2. क्योंकि अगर आप प्लस रूट टू माइनस रूट टू यहाँ सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे द डिनोमिनेटर वैल्यू जीरो हो जाएगा एंड समथिंग अपॉन जीरो इज नॉट डिफाइंड. So we are finding the possible values of x where the function is defined. So what we are writing, x may be any real number except what, plus root 2 and minus root 2. So finally the domain of the function is any real number except plus root 2 and minus root 2. Domain ka history over. Next, coming to the for range. Range means we are talking about the possible values of y. For that, take the function as it is. Y is equal to 3 minus 3 upon 2 minus x square. And this function is general function. There is no trick is involved here to get simplified, right? So the regular method will be work. How? Just by doing cross multiplication, solve for x. Okay, so that's why I'm doing like this. Y into 2 minus x square equal to 3. Then simplify further. 2y minus x square into y equal to 3. Then group the terms like 2y minus 3 equal to x square into y. I'm just shifting the terms accordingly. So finally x square equal to, I got the expression 2y minus 3 by y. See, I'm just trying to express x is equal to plus minus under root of 2y minus 3 upon y. See how I have simplified the question. Now I got the function x in terms of y. X in terms of y. Then I am thinking about the what are the possible values of y. Getting? So here you can think both the ways, but keeping the domain always in a mind. X may be any real number only plus root 2 minus root 2 के अलावा. Means x may assume positive value, x may assume negative value. But since it is in under root and we know under root value is always greater than or equal to 0, that is why we are taking this function as it is. The condition so says under root may negative values not admissible. ये आप दिमाग में रख लीजिएगा. अंडर रूट में नेगेटिव टर्म्स नहीं होते because square of a number is never negative. इसलिए चलिए, so what we are taking here, 2y minus 3 upon y is must be greater than or equal to 0. Generally होना चाहिए, but since y is in denominator, y cannot be 0. So definitely you cannot take equal to sign over here. So this must be what? 2y minus 3 upon y is greater than 0. Are you getting first? Now from here, the interesting concept is going to be introduced that you required while solving this type of questions. Now just please be focused about this concept. ये most important है, राइट? अगर आपको ये कंसेप्ट आ गया तो इस टाइप की सारे क्वेश्चन आप इजीली सॉल्व कर पाएंगे. If the expression in the form of, let us say, x minus a upon x minus b, if the expression in the form of x minus a upon x minus b, then just simply plot these values A and B on the number line. Let us say, just I'm plotting properly. मुझे कौन से नंबर्स प्लॉट करना है, A और B, एंड A और B में हम प्लॉटिंग करते समय ध्यान रखना है कि the smallest value is on the left hand side and the greatest value is on the right hand side. We know that from left to right, है ना, left to right होगा. तो इनमें से ए बी जब हम प्लॉट करेंगे डिपेंड करता है कि विच एवर इज द ग्रेटर दैट इज ऑन द राइट हैंड साइड एंड विच एवर इज लेस दैट इज ऑन द लेफ्ट हैंड साइड. And you know it's since it is a number line, it's keep on going till positive infinity, and here it reaches a smallest value negative infinity. So what I did, if the expression in the form of x minus a by x minus b, then I will take these constants a and b on the number line, and the total number line is divided into three parts. And here the first part, that is a positive real numbers, you can say. So this part is considered as plus, this is the middle portion is always negative, and again left portion is always considered positive. So why you are writing this plus minus plus concept? So this is what we called as was plus region, minus region, plus a means if the expression, if the expression is, यहां से दो पार्ट आपका आंसर्स होंगे कि क्या क्या पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ x होगा, वो डिपेंड करता है कैसे. if the expression x minus a upon x minus b है, if it is less than 0, if the expression involving, it may be x greater than 0, it may be लेस देन 0. ये छोटा सा एक कंसेप्ट है, बस दिमाग में रखिएगा शॉर्ट में. x minus a upon x minus b is less than 0. It means that negative portion is your answer. Means possible values of x will be between b2. ये रेंज आपका पॉसिबल रेंज होगा या पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ x होंगे जो इन दोनों के बीच में लाई करेगा. ये कब होगा, अगर आपका जो ये एक्सप्रेशन है वो लेस देन 0 होगा. तो वैसा ही अगर ये ग्रेटर देन है तो पॉजिटिव रेंज आपका आंसर होगा. इट मींस दैट x इज व्हाट वी कॉल्ड एज लेस देन b or greater than a. x is less than b or x is greater than a. So other way to express is x belongs to minus infinity to b union a to infinity. इसको आप inequality फॉर्म कह सकते हैं, इसको आप इंटरवल फॉर्म कह सकते हैं. So this concept is only valid where the function is in the form of x minus a upon x minus b. So whenever you are getting this form, take this a and b on the number line and write plus minus plus. This is fixed, there is no change at all on the number line. We'll take negative area, negative range of the numbers if the expression is having less than 0. We'll take positive area as the answer where the expression is greater than 0. So with the help of this explanation or trick, we are directly coming to the possible values of y. Now see how I can use this concept to write. So I'm just erasing this portion, middle portion. Just remember. Right. Now what the expression I'm having, just look at this. 2y minus 3 upon y is greater than 0. Now I wanted to find the possible values of y is not equal to 0. What is that? And rest is what? If it is in the form of this, you can approach this technique. So first I am modifying the function in such that I can directly apply over here. So I can take 2 as a common factor from the numerator. So it becomes y minus 3 by 2 upon, I can write this y as y minus 0. See, there is no change in the function x greater than 0. Then take this 2 in denominator because since it is a constant, so 0 by 2 will be 0 only. So finally we left with 5 minus 3 by 2 by 5 minus 0 is greater than 0. Now see, by changing a little bit, I am directly getting this form. See, x minus a upon x minus b फॉर्म में है, तो देखिए y minus a upon y minus b फॉर्म में है, so I can apply this trick to get the value of possible values of y directly. Since it is greater than, see, now I can plot 3 by 2 and 0 on the number line, which will be always minus infinity to plus infinity, and here these two values to be plotted. 3 by 2 is greater than 0, so 0 come over here and 3 by 2 come over here. And since it is greater than 0, I am checking only positive reason. Okay, either value of y is lies between 0 to minus infinity or 3 by 2 to infinity. So directly I am writing y is belongs to either minus infinity to 0 union 3 by 2 to plus infinity. So this is the range of the function. यानी क्या क्या पॉसिबल होगा, y की वैल्यू या तो वो 0 से छोटा होगा माइनस इंफिनिटी तक जाएगा, अगर होगा तो 3 by 2 से ग्रेटर होगा. आर यू गेटिंग मी और नॉट? सो यहाँ आप बहुत ही केयरफुल रहेंगे कि क्या क्या पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ y होगा, है ना. तो उसके लिए आपको ये सब चीजें इंक्लूड करके आगे बढ़ना. तो ये जो टेक्निक है ये तभी वर्कआउट होगा अगर आपका रेंज सॉल्व करते समय ओनली व्हाइल सॉल्विंग द रेंज in some questions you may get the form x minus a by x minus b form. There this trick will be help you out to get directly the possible values of x, या हम बोल सकते हैं possible values of y. ये जो हमने एक्सप्रेशन लिया है मैं थोड़े सी मॉडिफाई करने पर वो टेक्निक में कन्वर्ट हुआ और वो टेक्निक यूज करके डायरेक्टली मैं आंसर पे आ गया. और कब पॉजिटिव लेना है कब नेगेटिव पोर्शन लेना है वो डिपेंड करेगा कि ग्रेटर देन 0 है कि लेस देन 0 है. आई होप दिस टेक्निक डेफिनेटली विल वर्क टू अंडरस्टैंड द रेंज ऑफ द फंक्शन. सो डोमेन इज यूजुअली बहुत सिंपल होता है, ओनली द पार्ट ऑफ रेंज में आते हैं तो वहां कई वेराइटीज से क्वेश्चन सॉल्व होता है, कई भी डायरेक्टली ट्रिक से सॉल्व होता है, कई बार हमें एक थोड़ा सा मॉडिफिकेशन से सॉल्व हो जाता है. Sometimes we need to use some tricks to get the possible values of y. That's why I am taking up various types of questions to find out the range and where you will see the variation in the simplification. Now let's take the another question again. So I am taking the question number 6. थोड़ा सा उल्टा जा रहा हूँ. f of x is equal to x upon 1 plus x square. X upon 1 plus x square. Now again you can see I can take this as y. So y equal to x upon 1 plus x square. Let. Now for what we called about domain. हम डोमेन की बात कर रहे हैं. So domain means possible values of x. Rational function है, only denominator पे focus करते हैं. So since it is a square function, there is no constraint on x. यहाँ किसी भी वैल्यू ऑफ x आप सब्स्टिट्यूट करोगे स्क्वायर की वजह से ये हमेशा पॉजिटिव होगा, इसलिए पॉजिटिव में +1 ऐड करने पर हमेशा इसकी वैल्यू 1 से ग्रेटर ही होगा. यानी फॉर एवरी वैल्यू ऑफ x इट नेवर बिकम्स 0. डिनोमिनेटर 0 नहीं होना चाहिए. तो डेफिनेटली व्हाट वी से डायरेक्टली हियर, directly you can say x square is always positive, right? Therefore x square plus 1 is also positive for every value of x. Therefore, x may be any real number. There is no exceptional cases. Every real number. So therefore, what is the domain of the function then? Domain of the function is every real number. So domain का कहानी खत्म. Coming to the range. अब आते हैं हम range पे. So for range of this function, okay. So for range of this function, what you will take here again? Question is f of x is equal to x upon this. So first we'll solve for x, x upon 1 plus x square. यहाँ आप सोचिए अगर मैं इसको सॉल्व करता हूँ, सॉल्व फॉर एक्स करता हूँ, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट लग रहा है आपको, बट सो सिंपल है. देखिए आप क्या हो रहा है, पाई प्लस वाई एक्स स्क्वायर मल्टीप्लाई कर दिया मैंने इज इक्वल टू एक्स. सो आई एम राइटिंग in a proper manner to get into the equation. This become a quadratic equation in terms of x. So hence this will treated as ax square plus bx plus c form है. So यहाँ a की वैल्यू हो गया y, coefficient of x is -1, hence b की वैल्यू हो गया -1 and here nothing is a c is equal to y. So a is equal to y, b is equal to -1, c is equal to y. एक क्वाड्रेटिक इक्वेशन है, इसलिए हम क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्मूला यूज करेंगे -b प्लस माइनस b स्क्वायर माइनस 4ac अपॉन 2a. In this manner, if you write the value of y as -1, it become +1 प्लस माइनस अंडर रूट b स्क्वायर, मतलब हो गया आपका 1 माइनस 4 इंटू ए इंटू सी, ए और सी दोनों y है इसलिए 4y square upon 2y. See why I am using the quadratic formula to get x in terms of y, because this after simplification this expression becomes a quadratic equation. That's why I have used the quadratic formula to get the possible values of है ना y. अब हमें क्वाड्रेटिक फॉर्म में हमने एक्सप्रेस कर दिया x इन टर्म्स ऑफ y, जो जनरल हम करते हैं. उसके बाद हम सोचेंगे कि यहाँ डिनोमिनेटर में y है, so definitely y cannot be equal to 0. This is the first part done. And since y also there in the under root term, so 1 minus 4y square is always greater than or equal to 0, क्योंकि वो नेगेटिव नहीं हो सकता, अंडर रूट में है, पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए. पॉजिटिव होना चाहिए मींस दैट एंटायर एक्सप्रेशन शुड बी ग्रेटर देन और इक्वल टू 0. नाउ जस्ट आई एम मॉडिफाइंग दिस फॉर सेक ऑफ कन्वीनियंस. मैं माइनस से मल्टीप्लाई कर रहा हूं, क्यों कर रहा हूं वो देखिए. अच्छा एक काम करते हैं, एक और लर्निंग पॉइंट पहले यहां समझ लेते हैं, फिर मैं आपको ये मॉडिफिकेशन क्यों कंपलसरी है वो आपको समझ में आ जाएगा. अगेन अ ट्रिक हियर, शॉर्ट ट्रिक यू कैन से. If the expression is in the form of like x square minus, or you can simply write if x square is less than or equal to a square, अगर इस फॉर्मेट में कोई एक्सप्रेशन है तो x की जो वैल्यूज होते हैं वो हमेशा -a2 plus a में होगा. -a2 plus a, directly you can write the value of x. If the expression in the form of x square is less than or equal to a square, then x possible values of x is -a2 plus a. या मैं in terms of x की जगह डायरेक्टली y से भी बोल सकता हूँ, राइट, बिकॉज बेसिकली हम जो बात कर रहे हैं वो रेंज में बात हो रही है. रेंज हमेशा y के लैंग्वेज में हो रहा है, तो जो भी ट्रिक मैं यहाँ दे रहा हूँ आप y के लैंग्वेज में भी याद रख सकते हैं. So y square is less than or equal to a square means y is belongs to -a2 plus a. डायरेक्टली आंसर लिख सकते हो. इस रेंज में कोई भी वैल्यू आप यहाँ पुट करोगे ये कंडीशन हमेशा ट्रू होगा. ये आपका पहला ट्रिक हो गया. दूसरा ट्रिक क्या होगा, यदि y square is greater than or equal to a square है, ग्रेटर देन है y square की वैल्यू, then here the possible values of y is minus infinity to minus a union a to infinity. ये एक ट्रिक है, आप याद रखिएगा. We'll discuss these tricks in the chapter number 5 linear inequality. फर्दर टॉपिक है और वो चैप्टर के अंदर थोड़ा डिटेल में आएगा. फिलहाल के लिए आप एज अ ट्रिक इसको यूज करके हम डायरेक्टली पॉसिबल वैल्यूज ऑफ y पर आ सकते हैं. इसके लिए मैं इस एक्सप्रेशन को सॉल्व कर रहा हूं. देखिए आप, सो 1 माइनस 4y स्क्वायर अंडर रूट में रहने की वजह से डेफिनेटली इट्स वैल्यू भी मस्ट बी ग्रेटर देन आर इक्वल टू 0. therefore what I can write here by simplifying this, 1 is greater than or equal to 4y square, hence 1 by 4 is greater than or equal to y square. I can also write like y square is less than or equal to 1 by 4, meaning y is same. Getting? Here 1 by 4 को आप क्या लिख सकते हैं, y square is greater than, स्क्वायर फॉर्म में चाहिए इसलिए इसको मैं 1 by 2 का होल स्क्वायर लिख रहा हूं. सो क्या मैं ये ट्रिक अप्लाई कर सकता हूं, y square is less than or equal to a square, y is belongs to minus a to plus a. तो सिमिलरली y square is less than or equal to a square, तो y की वैल्यू क्या होगा, y की वैल्यू क्या होगा माइनस a टू प्लस a, है ना. यहां आप देखिए यहां इस ट्रिक में आप देखिए जो मैं बोल रहा हूं, just apply this trick to get the final answer over here. So मैं यहाँ थोड़ा ये वाला क्वेश्चन को रफ करके लिख देता हूँ, थोड़ा आप लोगों को इजीली समझ में आ जाएगा. So I'm moving from here. Y square is less than or equal to 1 by 2 the whole square. I just simplify this quadratic expression in this format. So hence I can directly write y is belongs to minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2. So this is what I got the answer from this expression. But already we have discussed that y cannot be equal to 0 since in that expression y is in denominator. So final answer would be y is belongs to minus 1 by 2 to 1 by 2 except 0. So this is your final answer. So this is what we called as range of the function. So range of the function is this. So I have explained maximum part to get the intuition about the domain and range. Domain is always a simple aspect, but based on the domain, when you go for range, that is possible values of y, sometimes the expression is so simple to guess the values of y, sometimes you need some tricks in the simplification to get the answers. So that's why I have taken those questions where you require some tips, where you require some techniques, where you require some short tricks. Okay, so I hope this part is pattern 1 is clear. I'm taking 2 more questions to finish the session. Now I am taking the from pattern number 2, question number 11. The function is given like under root of x minus 1. This is a question. So I'm directly coming from domain for domain. So let the question y is equal to under root of x minus 1. So since it is in under root, x minus 1 negative नहीं हो सकता, which implies that x minus 1 should be greater than or equal to 0. या 0 होगा तो greater than 0 होना चाहिए, which implies that x is greater than or equal to 1, which implies that what are the possible values of x? X either equal to 1 or greater than 1. So how can I express in interval form? X is belongs to 1 to positive infinity and 1 is included. That's why close bracket. So therefore domain of the function f of x is what? 1 to infinity. Answer. And coming for range. And for range, what we'll do? First, we'll take y is equal to under root of x minus 1 and we'll solve for x. So for that, you need to do first squaring on both the sides. You can do what? Y square is equal to x minus 1 or y square plus 1 is equal to x, or also written as x is equal to 1 plus y square. So I have solved for x. Then I need to think about y, right? Since you can see x की वैल्यू जो है पॉजिटिव स्केल है, 1 to infinity मीन्स ऑल पॉजिटिव. आप लिखोगे यहाँ since x is greater than, क्या था वो x वैल्यू greater than or equal to 1. so if x is greater than or equal to 1 मतलब x की equal to में क्या है 1 plus y square, it is also must be greater than or equal to 1. If x is greater than or equal to 1, so ultimately 1 plus y square is also greater than or equal to 1. It means that y square is greater than or equal to 0. And our 1 on get cancelled. So y is greater than or equal to 0. So therefore y की value क्या होगा? Either 0 or greater than 0. So what we say here, the range would be y belongs to 0 to infinity. Therefore the range of the function is 0 to infinity. Hope so it is clear, right? So this is what about the range. If any doubt, you can ask in the doubt session. Now I am taking the last question in the today's session. I am taking the question number 12. F of x is equal to 1 upon under root of 1 minus x. And for domain I am talking about, for domain what I am writing, since it is an under root, it must be greater than or equal to 0, but it also in denominator, so it never equal to 0. It means that 1 minus x must be greater than 0 only. 0 भी नहीं हो सकता और नेगेटिव भी नहीं हो सकता, इसलिए ये एक्सप्रेशन की वैल्यू हमेशा क्या होना चाहिए? ग्रेटर देन 0 होना चाहिए. So hence x 1 is greater than x, or you can say x is less than 1. So what are the possible values of x is less than 1. So therefore x is belongs to minus infinity to 1 and 1 is not included. Therefore the domain of this function is minus infinity to 1. Domain is over. Now for range. So for range, again what we take first, let y is equal to under root of 1 minus x, squaring on both the sides. So you will get like this, and simplify, solve for x. Y square into 1 minus x is equal to 1. So 1 minus x is equal to 1 by y square. You also do in a short way, like just do the reciprocal on both the sides. So 1 by y square equal to what we called as 1 minus x, and shift the terms. So x is equal to 1 minus 1 by y square, right? And also written as, by taking LCM, y square minus 1 by y square. So I have expressed x in terms of y. Now you can think about, simply denominator cannot be equal to 0 because it is a rational function. So directly we can say y square is cannot be equal to 0, and what we called as here x is what less than 1. x is less than 1 है, राइट? यहाँ से स्टार्ट करेंगे हम, डोमेन को लेकर ही हम y की वैल्यू बात करना चाहिए, डोमेन को इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते आप. So x is less than 1. It means that अगर x की वैल्यू 1 से less than है, it means that y square minus 1 by y square is also less than 1. So you can see if I do in that way, what I am going to get, थोड़ा सा डिफिकल्ट है. देखिए पूरा कैंसिल हो रहा है, and you are not able to get the possible values of y. So here you need a simple intuition to get the range. That is what, see, ये इसको इस तरह की सिंप्लीफिकेशन को मैं कैसे डील कर रहा हूं वो देखिए आप। यहां देखिए आप y की वैल्यू मैं कोई भी वैल्यू सब्स्टिट्यूट करूंगा, x डिफाइन होगा एक्सेप्ट y की वैल्यू 0 पर। 0 पुट करूंगा तो डिफाइन नहीं होगा। बाकी सारे वैल्यूज के लिए सिंस इट हैज अ स्क्वायर, since it has a square, it gives always some value where the x is defined but only except 0. So what we called it as here, y may be any real number except 0. This is the range. So this is directly from the intuition we are talking about. So sometimes we need a complete simplification, sometimes we need some tricks, sometimes we need direct explanation to get the possible values of y. So I have covered various types of questions to find the domain and range of the functions. Okay. So thank you for watching the video, and I hope I was able to convince you at maximum capacity. And please do practice the pattern 1 and pattern 2, which is given as a worksheet to you. Okay. So thank you, bye bye, see you, and we'll meet in the session 5 with the modulus function and greatest integer function. Thank you and take care.